Writer's block is described as an overwhelming feeling of being stuck in the writing process without the ability to move forward and write anything new. Some people believe that writer's block stems from a lack of ideas or even talent. However, that's usually not the case. Writer's block is usually triggered by a number of things depending on the individual. Self-doubt is actually a big part of writer's block. In the 1970s, Yale researcher Jerome Singer studied a group of blocked professional writers in a variety of disciplines, from screenwriting to poetry. After several months, the researcher discovered that there are 4 main triggers of writer's block. The first of which being apathy. These writers felt constrained by the rules of writing and struggled to find their creative spark. The second main trigger of writer's block is anger. These writers were often narcissistic and would get angry if something they created went unnoticed. The third main trigger of writer's block is anxiety, where the writers worried that they weren't good enough. And the fourth main trigger of writer's block is issues with others. These writers didn't want their writing to be compared to others' work, resulting in the fear of writing anything at all. The title of this video is How to Overcome Editor's Block, but I wanted to talk about writer's block first because I find it to be a bit similar. The way I can describe the editor's block for myself is not knowing where to start or which video I should edit first. This can be similar for whatever genre of film you're editing. I know some wedding filmmakers that encounter writer's block after recording a long wedding and ended up with hundreds of video clips, and trying to think of how they can put it together in a concise way and present it back to the customer is the hardest part. My sister graduated nursing school this year, and I wanted to make a film for her so she could have something to go back to and remember how hard she had worked to get there, and that in the end it's all worth it. However, when I got back to my computer, I had almost 100 clips with over 50 minutes worth of footage to edit. And to top it all off, I didn't have a story in mind even when I was recording. So I sat in front of Premiere for hours trying to figure out how I can turn this into a story. I'll get to how I managed to do that a little later in this video, but this can be very overwhelming. Shonda Rhimes is a very well-known writer. She wrote Grey's Anatomy and other very well-known shows. Shonda Rhimes said that the way she combated writer's block was to deny its existence entirely. She shares that her tip for overcoming writer's block is to just move on to something else. The periods of time where I really can't figure out how to write something or what to write, I just write something else. Shonda Rhimes explains how the fact that she works on more than one show is beneficial for her because it allows her to go back and forth between different projects and kind of switch her brain over to something else. She can work on one show, and then when her brain would get stuck, she'd move on to writing something else, like another show. And somehow, she says, that would unstick her brain to whatever she was trying to write before. And that's exactly what I did to edit my graduation film. When I didn't know where to start after staring at Premiere Pro for hours, I just went on and did something else. This could be anything, like going outside for a walk or getting some air. Just something to get your mind off of the project for a few hours, or if you have the time, a few days or a few weeks. You'll see that when you return to edit, you'll be looking at it from a new perspective, and this is going to help you start. I didn't start editing my graduation film until 2 days after taking a break from it. But when I got back, I felt more focused and ready to start the edit, and the ideas and the inspiration started flowing more and more. So if you're having a hard time with one thing, let it go for a while and move on to something else. And this just might help the other thing you were trying to do. I do believe in the old saying, what does not kill you makes you stronger. Our experiences, good and bad, make us who we are. By overcoming difficulties, we gain strength and maturity. Whether it is writer's block, editor's block, or whatever difficulty that stands in your way, you will get stronger and better and learn more by overcoming it. If you're new here, my name is Samuel Peter and I create filmmaking content. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to like this video, share with your friends, or even subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video and have a blessed day.